We're going to dice this carrot. The first thing we want to do if we're going to dice a carrot is we want to get it flat on the cutting board. So we're going to cut it, one cut there and one cut here. So the carrot is now nice and flat, because we don't want to deal with a carrot that's rolling. We want this carrot nice and flat. So now we're going to cut through the carrot like this, and you can see that there's a snap taking place. And that snap is breaking the cellulose in this vegetable, and that cellulose has to be broken, otherwise all that carrot's just going to sit on the table and it's not going to get cut. I do want to mention these are very sharp knives, and when we go to work with them today, it's very important that everybody pays attention with these knives. They keep their fingers tucked in and their eyes on the product. There we go. Now we're going to call this is pretty much a large dice, not a small dice, but it could be part of our Mirepoix as it sits on this table. What we want to do now is we're going to take the celery. We're going to do the same thing with the celery. We want to get it down to a workable piece, okay? So we're going to take it and we want to flatten it out. This first celery is going to be a celery that we can call a dice that we can put into soup. Notice again, the fingers are tucked in. I have 5 of them. That's a very important concept when you're cutting. And notice the snap that has to take place, especially with celery. Okie dokie, there we go. We're going to take this and put it in the Mirepoix. Okay? Okay, we're going to julienne a celery right now. We're going to take this celery and we're going to cut it into a julienne. In case we wanted to put it into, say, a stir fry, we can cut it into a julienne. Now the julienne, kind of got to move your knife like this and cut it in a different fashion. You still want to note that my left hand is far away from the knife. I'm sinking my fingernails into the celery. I can also use it as a moving piece for the celery. Cut, snap, cut, snap. And when you're dealing with vegetables, sometimes you want to show people a different vision of the celery. This gives us a whole new look to the same piece of celery that we had before. So this is a julienne cut celery, again, that we could use in a stir fry. And we can take it and we can put it right in here with the stir fry ingredients. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do an onion. The trick to doing an onion is do it so you don't cry. We do not want to cry. And you cry with an onion when you get juice all over the board. We do not want this juice to be all over the board. So we've taken the hair of the onion and put it on my left side. We've taken the open cut of the onion and put it on my right. What we're going to do is we're going to cut a matrix into this onion, almost going along the lines of the onion. If you could look really close, you can see the lines of the onion are going like that. That's almost the way that I'm cutting into the onion. We're cutting a matrix in, but we're trying to be very careful not to cut the hair of that onion, along with not cutting my fingers. Now we're going to cut the matrix into here. We're going to cut the matrix into here. And you can tell the onion is still together because of the hair on the end. And so far, none of us are crying, right? We're smiling, but we're not crying. Now we're going to take this down like this, and we're going to come up with a very nice dice. Please notice my left hand is kind of sunk into the onion a little bit, and we have a nice diced onion that looks just like this. Okay, that's all I need. Now, we're going to take the onion and put it with these other vegetables. Now, what we have cut here is we have cut a Mirepoix.